So, your sweet little golden retriever puppy, the one who used to cuddle up on your lap, follow you everywhere, and melt your heart with those innocent eyes, has suddenly turned into a wild, zooming, sock-stealing, furniture-chewing maniac, right? Yeah. Welcome to the teenage phase. Don't worry, you're not alone. Every golden retriever parent hits this point where they look at their dog and go, "What happened to my calm little angel?" One moment they're peacefully napping, and the next, they're running laps around the house like they just had 5 cups of coffee. But here's the good news. It's totally normal. Your golden isn't broken, and you didn't mess up as a dog parent. What you're seeing is something every golden retriever, and most dogs really, goes through. The teenage phase. Now let's break this down. What exactly is this phase? Why does it happen? And most importantly, how do you survive it without losing your mind? Let's go back for a second. When you first brought your golden retriever home, they were probably around 8 or 10 weeks old. Cute, soft, sleepy, and maybe a little clumsy. They learned quickly, listened to commands, and followed you like a shadow. You thought, wow, training a dog is easy. And then, around 6 to 10 months old, something changes. Suddenly, your golden looks the same, maybe a bit bigger, but acts completely different. They start ignoring you when you call them. They chew things they never touched before. They get bursts of energy out of nowhere. They test limits, push boundaries, and sometimes even seem to forget everything you taught them. Sound familiar? That's the canine version of adolescence. Let's talk about what's really going on inside that furry little head. During the teenage phase, your golden retriever's brain is undergoing major development. It's a lot like what happens to human teenagers. Their brain is rewiring, literally changing connections, and the hormones are kicking in. The areas responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and focus are still developing. So even if your dog knows what sit or come means, that doesn't always mean they'll do it. It's not defiance, it's immaturity. Think of it like this. You ask your dog to come inside, but there's a squirrel outside. Their brain goes, squirrel and fun, human, and maybe later. It's not that they don't love you or don't remember the command. It's just that their teenage brain can't resist excitement. And just like teenagers, golden retrievers at this stage can also get moody, stubborn, and overconfident. One day they're all cuddles and kisses, and the next they're acting like they don't even know you. It's kind of funny when you think about it, except when it's your brand new shoes they're chewing on. Now, golden retrievers are naturally friendly, energetic, and playful dogs. That's what makes them so lovable. But it also means their teenage phase can be more intense than some other breeds. Goldens were bred to be working dogs. Active, intelligent, and always ready for action. So when you mix teenage hormones with that natural energy, you get what feels like a furry tornado living in your house. They'll dig holes, jump on furniture, steal socks, chase shadows, and bark at random things, not because they're bad dogs, but because their brain and body are screaming for stimulation. And here's the tricky part. During this stage, they often lose interest in things that used to motivate them. That treat they loved? Meh. That toy they never let go of? Suddenly boring. It's like they've hit dog puberty and decided they're too cool for everything. One of the most frustrating parts for dog owners is the sudden drop in obedience. Your golden used to sit perfectly, stay calm, and come running when you called. But now, it's like they've developed selective hearing. You call, "Come!" and they look at you like, what's in it for me? Or you say, "Leave it," and they take that as an invitation to grab it faster. Don't take it personally. This phase is temporary. What's happening is your dog is testing boundaries, just like a teenager pushing their parents' buttons to see what they can get away with. They're learning independence and exploring how much control they actually have. The key here is patience. You can't punish or yell your way through this. You've got to outsmart them with consistency, positive reinforcement, and a sense of humor. Remember, this too shall pass. Now let's talk about the funniest and most chaotic part. The zoomies. You've seen it. One second your dog is lying down peacefully, and the next second, they're sprinting around the house like a rocket, sliding on the floor, jumping on couches, and making that wild play face. What's happening? Zoomies, or frenetic random activity periods, yes, that's the real term, are a way for your golden to release pent-up energy. It's their way of saying, I've been trying to be good all day, and now I can't hold it in anymore. During the teenage stage, these zoomies can become more frequent, especially if they're not getting enough exercise or mental stimulation. So instead of getting frustrated, see it for what it is. Your dog trying to cope with all that bottled-up energy. A little playtime, a walk, or a game of fetch can work wonders in calming them down afterward. Ah yes, the destruction phase. Every golden owner's nightmare. You leave the room for 5 minutes and come back to find a shredded pillow, chewed up slippers, or your favorite hoodie mysteriously torn apart. This isn't revenge, even though it can feel like it. Dogs don't think that way. Destructive behavior usually comes from boredom, teething, anxiety, or just plain curiosity. At 10 months, your golden might still be finishing up the teething process. That means their gums itch, and chewing gives relief. Combine that with teenage impulsiveness, and boom, everything becomes fair game. So what do? Give them appropriate things to chew. Durable toys, frozen treats, or chew bones can redirect that destructive energy in a positive way. And for the sock-stealing habit, yeah, that's just part of the golden retriever charm. They love carrying things in their mouth. It's in their DNA. Just make sure it's not something dangerous, like small fabric or plastic pieces. Here's something every dog parent secretly worries about during this stage. When your golden starts ignoring you or acting distant, it can feel like they've stopped loving you. You used to be their world. Now they barely glance at you sometimes. But trust me, they still love you just as much as before. They're just growing up. They're learning independence, exploring the world, and figuring out their place in it. Think of it like your kid going off to high school. They still love you. They just need space to learn and make mistakes. Your job now isn't to control them, but to guide them through it, calmly, patiently, and with lots of treats and love. During this phase, consistency is everything. If you used to let your puppy jump on you because it was cute, but now you don't like it, your golden won't understand why the rules suddenly changed. You've got to stick to one clear standard for behavior. If off means get down, it should always mean get down. If come means come here, it should always mean that, not come here if you feel like it. Dogs thrive on routine and clarity. When they know exactly what's expected, they start to calm down and feel more secure. So yes, it might take extra effort right now, but staying consistent will save you a ton of frustration later. Now it's time to talk about something even more important. How you can survive it and help your golden come out the other side calmer, better behaved, and even more bonded with you. Because here's the truth. This phase doesn't have to be miserable. It can actually be one of the most rewarding times in your dog's life if you handle it the right way. Step 1. Stay calm. Your energy teaches more than your words. Before we talk about training, discipline, or exercise, you need to understand one simple but powerful thing. Your dog feeds off your energy. Golden retrievers are emotional creatures. They can sense when you're angry, frustrated, or anxious. And when they feel that tension, they don't calm down. They get even more wound up. If you come home and your golden jumps, barks, and spins like a tornado, don't raise your voice or try to match their energy. Instead, just walk in quietly and wait. The moment they calm down, even for a few seconds, that's when you acknowledge them with gentle praise or a pet. Over time, they'll learn that calmness equals attention, and wild behavior doesn't get them what they want. It's about emotional control, both yours and theirs. When you stay calm, you teach your golden how to be calm. And honestly, that's one of the most powerful lessons you can give them. Step 2. Exercise. The right kind matters. We all know golden retrievers are high-energy dogs, but not all exercise is created equal. Many owners think that playing fetch for an hour will drain their dog's energy. What actually happens is that it revs them up even more. Physical exercise alone, especially high-intensity play, can leave their brain overstimulated and restless. The key is balance. Golden retrievers need both physical and mental workouts. Instead of focusing only on running or fetch, mix in relaxed walks where they can sniff and explore their environment. Sniffing isn't just about curiosity. It's mentally enriching and helps them process their surroundings. Add small moments of training during walks, like practicing sit or wait. This helps them burn